Welcome to your daily focus for October the 13th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's see what the energy is going to be for us today. Knight of Coins is back. The Four of Coins is back. And the Hermit. Going within. Let's get an angel card. To complement or contradict, we have a lot of green, and then the Hermit is a beautiful blue. So there's a lot of growth potential. Absolutely, with all the green. It could be our compassion too. Eight, choice. So with the Sun in Libra, I mean, that is the indecision. That is the thinking things through. That is looking at both sides of the coin. That is not coming to a firm decision yet. That is digging deeper, looking within, and that might be a little bit of the Hermit. But let's start with the Knight of Coins. Today is all about, you know, the other day when I picked this card up, I got immediately that they were playing together. They were teammates, that they were enjoying each other's company, you know, playhousing. But today I kind of get almost like we could be at odds with people. We could be trying to stand taller than somebody else. We could belittle somebody in some way, or somebody could try and belittle us for what we stand for. So be cautious with your interactions with people today. Okay, you want to send the clear messages. You don't want to compromise where you turn into a doormat. You don't want to compromise where it goes against what you truly believe is the right direction forward. And yet we don't want to start complications and start fights where there were none. So I think it's a little bit of a balancing act. I really get a difference between those two horses and the stance there. One overpowering the other almost. And then we have the Four of Coins. You know, he kind of has this mind kind of persona today. So we have to remember to keep our hearts open. We have to remember the big picture. We have to remember that we're not going to get there by ourselves, that no man is an island. That we need to share what we have in order to receive what others have. Their gifts, their talents, their abilities. I almost get this like we're trying to keep secrets, or we're trying to keep something that just is ours and only ours. And so we have to be very cautious of that kind of energy. Okay? One of the reasons you really need to get rid of clutter in your life is because when you hold on to things because maybe you'll need it one day, it's really sending a signal to your brain, to your subconscious, telling you that you are probably not going to be able to afford that thing when the time comes and you're going to need it. Therefore, you better keep it. And so it is poverty mindsets that you start to do without wanting to do. So if you haven't used it, and some people have a year, some people have a 6-month rule, some people have a month rule, but what your rule is, it needs to, you know, this is a time to declutter, this is a time for closure, this is a time because we're going towards that full moon energy. This is a time to look at the new path that we want to start, the new relationships we want to start. And so we need to look at the space we need to make in our life, whether it's financial or our time, our energy, our resources, our love, and understand what we truly want to give and what we truly need to keep back. We have the Hermit. So I think today is keeping the balance. Today is definitely trying to keep the balance of trying to trying not to act out, not trying to stand above everybody else, trying to force your opinions on anybody else. Don't let other people try and force their opinions on you. Okay? The Hermit is one who goes into his cave or into the desert. And he reflects. He reflects on what he has. He reflects on what he wants going forward. He makes a plan. He taps into his higher wisdom. When he has a plan, when he is solid, that's when he comes out of the cave. That's when he comes out of the desert. And he's ready to go forward. There is a determination now. There is a plan now. There is a knowing now. And I don't think we're at that knowing with the Hermit as the third card. I think we could feel out of balance. So don't allow that to rock the boat today. Don't allow that to dissipate your energy. Steal away a dream, a goal, a desire. Today is definitely a day to go inwardly. Today is definitely a day to become the Hermit and measure things out, weigh things out, understand all the different possibilities that can be. To not force it into being, not pushing through barriers, not saying, it's my way or the highway today. No ultimatums today, please. No ultimatums today. And don't allow anybody to give you an ultimatum as well. There's time. There's time to reflect. There's time to think. And today is one of those beautiful days. We have choice. So as the energy moves on, so will the clarity come in. And we know beyond a shadow of a doubt what are the right choices. So don't think that because you can't make a decision right now or you're on the fence about something that it's a bad thing. It's a very good thing because more information is probably going to come in. Remember when the full moon comes on the 16th or the 15th, depending on where you may live in the world, that moon is going to be right with Uranus in Aries, and it's going to open up new paths that you never imagined before. New possibilities, new goals, new desires, new dreams. And we're going to feel it. We're going to feel the passion. We're going to feel the desire. We're going to know. So this is a time when we're weighing things out. This is a time when we're looking at what choices to make. Let's see what our wise animals have to say today. So I think it can be a very strong day for us, so long as we're not trying to be the front runner. So long as we're weighing things out, so long as we see the good of it for ourselves and the good of it for others, the world, our families, the neighborhood, the community. And, this is a day where we can't think that we have to hold on to things that may be weighing us down, may be dissipating our energy, may have served its purpose in our life. And allowing, if you're fearful of letting go of something, then ask yourself where the fear lies. And understand that. Be the Hermit. Go deep inside and ask yourself that next question, because fear is there to keep us safe. Fear is there so that we don't make a wrong move. Fear is there so that we think out the options, the decisions, the way forward. So fear is a very good thing. It gets a very bad rap. But when we take a step back sometimes, that's when the clarity comes in. That's when we see the bigger picture. That's when we understand. That's when we can make a solid choice going forward. And today we have Giggle with the deer. Giggle, laugh, smile, comedy, fun, and play. Live and work, but do not forget to play, to have fun in life and really enjoy it. Deer tells you to giggle. He feels that your laughter has been stifled by a lifetime of difficulty and pain. Smiling is a start, and oftentimes a giggle follows. Giggling is something we notice with young children, as it's part of their natural existence. Adults tend to lose their silliness and amusement at life because of the burden of pain, but by being childlike and giggling, there is a release of stress. An essential part of our daily life should include smiles, laughs, humor, and giggles. Read, tell a joke, turn on a comedy on your television. Before you know it, the giggles will become natural to you. Don't worry about the judgment from others. Create a playful environment at work and at home. But know that you cannot make someone be motivated. That comes from within each individual person. Just plant the seed, water it, and remember to fertilize and watch the blooms that appear. Spend more time with those who make you smile and laugh, and less with those who make you sad. Surrounding yourself with happy people creates a happy life. The world can be changed. Your world can be changed. And it can be as simple as smiling at someone who looks sad, waving in a car that is having a difficult time turning, offering a hug to a perfect stranger who is having a bad day, or making small talk with the cashier who looks depressed. Some may call it pay it forward or random acts of kindness, but some call it a normal part of their day. What happens is that with each of these acts, it carries a ripple effect and raises the vibration of the universe, and it starts with you. So, these are very serious cards today, telling us to back off, go within, not try and stand out front, not try and push our ideas, our goals, our dreams on other people. And the deer here is to remind us that we need to giggle, we need to laugh, we need to take it back a step, we need to enjoy life, we need to enjoy the journey, rather than trudging through it, rather than constantly trying to make our mark. But today is a beautiful day to back it up a little bit. Yes, become the hermit. Ask yourself some of those hard choices, those hard questions that you're asking in order to understand the clarity and understand exactly what you want or don't want. Sometimes we don't know what we want until we know exactly what we don't want. But also, remember the deer is here telling us to enjoy life, enjoy the beauty that surrounds us, enjoy the little things that make us laugh and smile. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.